trauma with this guy, man, and the whole situation. And I just want to say, I think he needs a lot of prayer, and he needs mental health, like the things that we can relate to, you know?
Absolutely.
I think that's what's gonna save him or help him. Nothing else. I don't think we should talk about him. I don't think we should make fun of him.
What just came out about Q from Day26 and Diddy is absolutely horrible. We've heard repeatedly that everyone had to endure something with Diddy, and the bad boy artist had it the worst because he controlled everything. But what Q revealed cracked open another layer of chaos, just when we thought we'd de-heard it all about Diddy Q. Made it clear we're still barely scratching the surface.
I kept trying to get in contact with him because all I wanted was an apology. All I kept saying, like, could you apologize? Like, could you just apologize for what I can't talk about right now? But I just wanted to apologize because something was wrong with me, man. Something was wrong. And like when your last Vlad interview, you could look at me and tell like something was wrong. Like I wasn't the enthused person. I wasn't cute. I looked like stressed. I looked like I was in a dark place. So like you could tell like something was wrong, like.
Apparently, he woke up one morning and discovered a tape of himself circulating, reportedly taken by Diddy. The worst part? He couldn't remember anything about how or when it happened. But one thing he knew for sure, it couldn't have happened without Dawn Richard helping Diddy, all in the name of paying her dues. But what exactly is Q talking about?
Talk to Diddy?
Not as often as I'd like, but that's the homie forever.
Yeah.
Wouldn't know that Puff had bought me out of a contract prior to even getting on the show. Like it wasn't I chose Puff over my group at the time. It was more of when someone does that, where I come from, you got to respect that on a large level. So I gave loyalty to him. All his crazy, I look at things like that as loyalty. So I was loyal to him and I paid my dues back like a businesswoman should.
Right.
Until he said, okay, your dues are paid, and then I left. Now,
if you've been following since the Cassie scandal that kicked things off in 2023, and then the RICO charges that exposed how much the industry protected Diddy, you already know that Diddy kept tapes and records of just about everyone who crossed paths with him. That's how he kept everyone in check and stayed powerful. But here's the thing, most people thought those tapes all came from Diddy's infamous freak-offs. They believed the people caught up in it were complicit in Diddy's actions and simply didn't know that every inch of his house was covered with cameras. But what if what Q is saying is true? What if that isn't how it went down? What if Diddy still managed to get something on him even though he was being extremely careful to protect his image? Q Mosley of Day26 had always avoided really talking about Diddy, and whenever he did, he was visibly shaken, sometimes even breaking down in tears.
I don't understand. No, it's okay, bro. I don't understand why someone would sit down and think about hurting someone. I don't know. Or laugh about it after they do it, you know. Like, I don't get it. That's why I said none of them are innocent. I'm not here to expose anybody, but none of them are innocent, man. Like, none of them are innocent. Y'all all coming after this man for millions of dollars when y'all were a part of it as well.
Even when he showed up for an interview this year with the rest of his group, he looked visibly shaken and triggered when asked if anything ever happened between him and Diddy. It was only when he appeared on Audrey O'Day's interview that he expressed why he finds it so hard to talk about Diddy, and the things he saw became clear. Around the time Day26 was an active group, Q started dating Dawn Richard, who was also signed to Bad Boy Records. They became the first couple from Bad Boy that we know of, aside from Faith and Biggie. Their relationship was so high profile that it became a major storyline on Making the Band. One day, Dawn approached him and said she had something new for him to try, a pill she'd gotten from Diddy. She showed him a second one, meant for her, and gave him the impression that they'd do something intimate together later. But after Q took the pill, when he came to, he saw Diddy standing over him, looking down at him with a group of other men in the room laughing. He woke up screaming and his body felt like something had happened to him. Yet he couldn't quite pinpoint exactly what he was feeling.
My ex at the time, which was Dawn, she gave me an ecstasy pill. And she said...
Is that what she said it was?
Yeah, she said it was ecstasy, and she said it was from Puff to give to me. And it was red. And I took it because I thought I was gonna get freaky with my girlfriend, you know? We tried ecstasy before, and I trusted her that that's what it was. He gave her 2 of them. I took mine, within like 20 minutes, I knocked out and blacked out. I woke up in the twins' bedroom in the basement, and I woke up out of my sleep screaming very, very loud.
Who are the twins?
I don't know their names.
You're talking about Diddy's
Diddy's
daughter?
twins, yeah.
Okay.
Diddy's twins, his girls. Yeah, I woke up in their bed to cameras filming me, and they were laughing as I woke up out of my sleep, screaming. And it felt like, I'm not gonna cry.
Okay.
Yeah, take your time. It's okay. It's understandable that you're reliving this and emotion comes with it. There's just no way around it. So
It felt very sacrificial. That's what I meant when I said, I felt like they were trying to hurt me, or Diddy was trying to maybe sacrifice me that night.
Someone even left a comment explaining what Q might have been feeling, saying, "The thing is, he wasn't asleep. He was awake the whole time. His coming awake was just his consciousness returning to his body." That makes a lot of sense because it was only when he started questioning Dawn that he discovered the pill was more like a horse tranquilizer than a regular recreational drug. And it gets even worse because it turned out that Dawn never took the pill she claimed she was going to take. She only pretended to take it to give him a false sense of security. Once she saw that he'd taken the bait, she spat hers out and told Diddy he could come in. Q also said there were 2 red pills. She never took hers. That part always haunted me. It felt less like a shared experience and more like an experiment. Like I was a lab mouse in some twisted trial to see how fast I would collapse. My trust had been manipulated and my vulnerability exploited. After I came to, I began experiencing disturbing psychological symptoms. Auditory hallucinations, racing thoughts, intense paranoia, and crushing anxiety. My thoughts weren't clear. My memory started slipping. It felt like my mind had regressed. I was forced to relearn basic things with the support of doctors and loved ones. The pill had broken me mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. He isn't just talking about Diddy here. He's implying that Dawn Richard could have been a possible accomplice. So it didn't take long before Dawn responded with a statement of her own, saying, "I want to be unequivocally clear. I have never drugged anyone, nor have I ever given anyone pills to take. The suggestion that I did so is categorically false. If such a belief were genuine, it would be inconsistent with the actions that followed, such as inviting me into your home, introducing me to your sisters and family, and continuing a relationship with me. It would also be inconsistent with choosing to attend social events without me, engaging with individuals I had previously expressed concerns about, and continuing to live with or provide favors to those same individuals. Many of those actions occurred while I was not present or even in contact with you. Do we need more evidence of this?" Dawn's statement was basically doing the same thing that Diddy and his team did to Cassie. She's essentially asking him why he would stay with her if she did all those heinous things to him. And did you notice that even though she claimed not to know about the incident or what happened, Dawn knew that he introduced her to his family after this? Q never said when the incident occurred, so how could she tell that this was his behavior afterwards? Dawn must have realized it too because no one needed to say more before she took the statement down. Instead, she had someone else, Diddy's former chef, Jordan, defending her, claiming that Dawn was not a liar and Q was basically alone in how he was feeling.
And also, before I forget, Dawn Richard is not a liar. Dawn's not a liar. I was in LA for a lot of stuff that happened, and I was also in New York and the Hamptons, with Dawn and Day26. So a lot of you know the trip where like after that Q lost his mind and he was never really the same. I was in the Hamptons. And I actually forget how much that I was really around for. So yeah, Dawn Richard is not a liar, has never been a motherfucking liar. If you guys knew, okay, working for someone that weaponizes food and punishes people and not allowing them to eat or sleep and berating them and all of that, like, yeah.
But it seems like Q was more than ready to talk and let everything he's been holding on to for more than 2 decades out. Because as soon as Jordan said what she said, he didn't even bother getting into a confrontation with her. He just dropped a snippet of the video he was talking about and laid it out on the table. According to Q, Jordan wasn't even there when it all went down. So how could she have known what happened unless someone else fed her what to say? And the video basically confirmed everything Q was trying to tell us. He looked so confused and out of it. Who wakes up from sleep like that? And for him to be soaking wet means he was on something extremely strong. Dawn was also in the video laughing at him and scaring him, knowing that she had a hand in it. That must have been terrifying for Q to wake up and slowly realize that he'd been set up. And I don't know if you noticed this, but right before the camera moved, Diddy tried grabbing something. And there's no need to spell it out before you know what Diddy was about to do. The disturbing thing is, he might have still done it. And that's why the camera had to pan away so quickly, so it wouldn't be recorded.
So that's why I said I feel like he's in jail, and I'm not judging anybody because I think he needs prayer and help, but he's in jail because he's a danger to himself, first of all. And he's a danger to the world right now. And I think there's a lot of people that are scared that didn't come out in the beginning, that are very scared because it's a scary situation. It's not just him that could possibly hurt you. It's people around him that are still close to him that could hurt you, or it's just really deep, man.
So say what you want about Q from Day 26, but when it comes to Diddy, his story has never changed. It's hard to think he wasn't being genuine or that he's playing things up for attention. The internet definitely thinks what he's saying is true. And if we're going to believe Cassie, then Q has to be extended the same courtesy. Some are defending Dawn while ignoring her harmful behavior towards her group members and ex. Q yet praising Diddy only to later sue him. The inconsistency is glaring. She's always been a pick-me. I hope Diddy gets everything he deserves and more. I watched that Day 26 interview and 4 out of 5 members were crying because of what he did to Q. I had to watch the Day 26 interview and Q. I'm sorry you had to go through what you went through with Diddy. He doesn't go into too much detail, but you can see the hurt and trauma and how much it affects him. Diddy deserves what's coming. Do you think Dawn Richard is still a victim of Diddy? Or was she both an accomplice and a victim? Sound off in the comments and make sure you hit that like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, baddies!